If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Lawful Stupid just jumped over. First of all, it's free, and we love that. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, wherever you're at, all on the go. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. There are a lot of other vendors out there, a lot of platforms that they will make sure your podcast gets to. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with zero minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Last time on Lawful Stupid. You're well rested. You have met Breeze, who is your guide, and you're still continuing through these woods. You've already passed the first intersection, and you took the correct path down the middle. And the next split that you come to, you're supposed to stay to the left. Suddenly, a character you recognize steps out. Breeze.
Breeze, look out behind you.
Oh, I know who's behind me, old friend. You have these 6 individuals have taken a step toward you, and Breeze remains still watching. And we will roll initiative. And you see them run away back into the forest. You did well. You survived. 3 more days of these flat plains. You finally come to, it's a small village. And this must be it. You enter into the city of Jungay. A man busts into the bar. And he says, "The floods are coming much sooner." This imposing figure has stepped into the door, and he's shouted to you guys that the floods are coming much sooner. And to you, maybe that doesn't mean a whole lot, but everyone else in this bar stops, staring at the figure. Again, the sun is coming from behind him, so all you see is the silhouette of this large figure. And out from the kitchen comes Lucille. "Well, I rustled up everything I thought," and she stops, because she too sees this figure in the door.
This is just a good moment to point it out. I know we talked about it off air, but I really do want to talk about...
Let's do it on air.
Yeah, let's just, bring the viewers in. You let me switch out my magic artifact from the bracer to water wings.
I don't remember this.
That's
weird. I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
He specifically wanted little yellow ducks on them, right?
Little yellow duckies on them, remember?
I remember.
Okay, what do you want to do with those? What do you want to do with this?
Wait for the flood.
Pull them out and just inflate them for the next 30 minutes. Can we get some audio of that shit?
The little duck heads do shoot lasers out of their mouths.
Well, of course.
That, right?
That's pretty cute.
That's a normal thing for ducks to do.
They're yellow, of course.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And they go, quack!
Robert,
you know what? You lost me. I'm taking those away. You have your bracer back now.
Except it's just the word quack, but it's just said by like a confused and off guard Danny DeVito.
Okay, you can have him back again.
Okay, I gotta get that audio recording before I can use it. I gotta track down Danny DeVito.
All right, let me hear it, and we'll just pull it.
I don't have it.
Just you and we'll.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
Ginger's ability, he's like calls up Danny DeVito. "Hey, Danny DeVito, I know we're cool.
Yeah.
Just can you record this?"
Yeah, sure thing, Ginge. I'm Danny DeVito. Quack. Not a very good Danny DeVito.
It's okay. It's the spirit. It's the spirit. That
and the
counts.
figure
steps
into the bar.
Did
and
say
you
Al?
see now,
No, sorry.
he's wearing these really like purple royal-looking robes,
Water wings,
golden embroidered around the trim. And he's a large man. He's probably 6'7", 6'8", human man.
That's a big dude
with like dreadlocked hair, and it's very neat and kempt. And he says again, almost as if no one is paying attention because they've just been staring. "I said the floods are coming sooner." And so then finally, Lucille is the first one to speak up. "What are you talking about?" And he says, "The floods, the once-a-month floods, they are coming sooner They will be here by tomorrow.
I sure do hate it when my wife's once a month flood's coming tomorrow.
I'm a child. I apologize.
Fucking Dwayne and I locked eyes like...
I was just trying to get through it. I was hoping maybe. Just maybe. We
I didn't
not,
say
but
anything other than I'm a child.
this is a comedy podcast, first and foremost.
Dwayne and I locked eyes, and then I looked up from Dwayne's portrait to Avon, and she's smiling, and I'm like, it's on.
That's an approval, bud. That's Avon's unspoken approval.
It's really her fight or flight reflex. She's just like nervously smiling and backing away.
So the joke process on the show is if you lock eyes with someone who's thinking the same thing, you can't laugh about it yet. You look at Avon, she gives you the nonverbal go, then you can chuckle a lot
And
louder.
I go, wieners.
So these floods, they're coming.
The monthly ones.
Why did I write this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why?
Wait, hold
you
on.
didn't have to write monthly floods.
Hey, I didn't ask about this terrain. It's important.
The bi-weekly
Is there like
floods.
a lot of red clay in the area?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, let me look at my notes. Yes,
Oh,
actually.
well.
Yeah,
alright.
I have detailed fucking geological rundowns for every country on my map. I know exactly what their soil composition is, what grains they harvest, and in what months. Good DM.
So, yeah, and he tells you the floods are coming. That's what he knows. He's panicked.
Lucien, ever so quietly, and not even drawing attention to it, he just like bends down and rolls up his trouser legs up past his knee. Just he's in
Preemptive.
flood.
I got it.
He's in flood mode now.
You solved my flood puzzle, guys. Where are we supposed to go from here?
I'm just saying. Let Lucien live his truth.
So at the same time, several of the patrons of the bar begin to get up and hurriedly they slap some money down if they haven't paid and they exit. At the same time, Lucille says, looking at the three of you, "Hang on, sugars."
The hurricane season was over.
And she runs to the back, and you hear her flipping maybe some things, maybe a couple glasses fall off in the back of this room, and then you hear like the sound of a generator like whirring up, and you feel a jolt in your seat as you feel yourself, and if you look out the window to your left or to your right, you see the landscape. You begin to move up. This entire building is beginning to move up.
Does this building have artificial water wings underneath of it? Is it
not.
Has
It
she,
did
has
not
she
come
pressed,
standard in this town.
Did she? I'm just saying. She like pressed a button, and so are we lifting off the ground with some sort of like mechanism?
I don't
or
know.
Are we floating on the water?
I don't know.
I look out the
We'll
window.
discover that. You look out the window and you see the planes and the workers still working, but you can't quite see because it's underneath it.
But the building is rising vertically.
I stick my head out the window and then look down.
But what I'll tell you is you do see some other buildings around you, and they have like these scissor lifts underneath them that are pushing them up, raising their buildings up.
I'm building sick now. I don't like it.
Shane, you shut up.
This joke is going to be really bad. A1, can I get an approval?
Don't say anything. If it involves the word scissors, you cannot.
It does involve the word scissors.
No, you cannot.
I say go for it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You gotta be a brave soul to scissor right before the monthly flood comes.
That's bad.
I said it was.
I'm not mad. I'm laughing.
I'm just
I don't know if I
disappointed.
should be. Listen, I've never done this thing live, so I don't know if I should be laughing or if I should be saying like, "Guys, come on," but I'm just not. It's funny. So you see that happen?
Is this this seems like it's been going on a long time if you all have these contraptions to raise your buildings.
No, Sugar. See, we the floods happen here the first quarter every year, and we expect them. So our houses are built on stilts from time to time, and we raise them up when we know the floodwaters are coming. And for that season, well, we live a little higher up. We travel by boat, that kind of thing. Well, recently, and she looks over to this man who's come in. The mayor he's been experiencing some troubles because the city's been flooding when it shouldn't be flooding.
This might be a silly question, but where do the floods come from?
That is indeed the question. And then so the man who came in comes over and he says, "Hello, my name is Mayor Shankar. Sorry for the intrusion, but we must make preparations to get everyone ready."
Sure. What can we do to help?
Meet me at my office as soon as you can, and we will go over. I'm assuming you are here with the company, the team who was supposed to help us.
Yes.
Okay. They did not say much. I reached out to Ariston. Ariston said they would get me some help, and so you are the only new strangers in town. So I assumed it was you.
Do you have assumed correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am in the red building, about half a mile into town. Meet me there, and we will go over the issues. But please hurry.
Can we borrow a boat?
It is not flooded. The flood is happening tomorrow.
How do we get it down?
The buildings have stairs built into them when they are raised.
They just rise up with them?
We will rise up. We always do.
Otherwise, we could just jump. It wouldn't be that difficult, I think.
I do not advise that.
That would be spooky.
Insurance does not cover jumping when the buildings are raised. You are on your own at that point.
You would think that would be involved.
I have tried many times, but Ariston is very strict on their laws governing jumping and heights and insurance claims.
Bureaucracy.
You also can't throw your caps up at graduations. It's really weird.
We do it here, but do not tell the neighboring towns.
Yeah, but one time they threw their cap up and it hit a space bird. What could have happened to have caused this? This footloose-like imposition on throwing your cap in the air.
I agree. We are rebels.
Hell yeah.
And he turns and
good
he walks out, and you hear him walk down a series of wooden and like a mixture of where wood has been set into metal stairs as he walks down and out. Well, I guess y'all know what you're doing next then. I guess you better eat up. I didn't cook all this for nothing now.
No, of course. Thank you so much.
No, you cooked it for coin. So, I have so many questions and I don't know which one I should ask first, but this happened once a season, now it's happening monthly, and no one knows where this water is coming from.
You know those boys you ran out of here, the red fellas?
Yes. I mean, of the Red Guard, I don't think their skin color is important.
It's not it's their armor. Everyone red. They wear the red armor of Ariston. Well,
Sure.
the Red Guard is sent here for one purpose. They send a small group of soldiers, and their main job is to protect our number one agricultural source of income. It's called a
Taters.
potatoes, and no one else can grow them. They're called volcanis.
It sounds delicious.
It sounds like a zucchini, right?
It sounds like a zucchini, but it's really spicy. The
Not at
volcano
all.
zucchini. Oh.
It's much more effective than that.
What is it?
Have you seen, and maybe on
Would I
travels,
know what it is?
You've seen the red eye of the world, and if you are travelers, and so you guys can decide who knows this amongst yourself, you would know that the red eye of the world is this used to be a gigantic active volcano on this continent. And it's called the Red Eye of the World, but now it is inhabited, and it's the largest city, even larger than Ariston. Ariston's the capital, but it's even larger than Ariston, and people have built homes into the side of this now inactive volcano. But ash still pumps out of it and travels far and lands on the fields of this place. Okay, and she tells you, and when that ash falls to the ground, it does something magical to and only to the zucchinis and turns them into this red version of what a zucchini is. And for a long time, our people thought well, this tastes just delicious. But then we found we didn't get sick. And even the people who were getting sick were getting healed almost immediately. And people who were old found the aches go away. Finally, Ariston's big city people found out the same thing. And so they wanted it for themselves. The problem is only a few grow every year. It doesn't grow all the time, especially when the floods are here. Obviously, we can't grow much during that time. We rely on what we're able to farm before the floods get here. And then when the floods come, of course, we work on the fish. We work on things in the water. But if the ash falls, but the floods that are here are not supposed to be happening, well, you get the point. We lose all of our income. Ariston does not pay us. We are not able to keep this city afloat.
Mm-hmm.
And Sim, you see what I did there?
When did these terrible, horrifying monthly floods occur? When did that start?
You've done this to me. It's been at least 3 months now.
So roughly 3 months ago is when this all began.
Yes. So this will be our, if the mayor is correct, tomorrow will be the fourth flood.
And where would you say the flood originates? North, south, west, east?
It comes from up the mountain somewhere.
Perfect. And if you were a cartographer of sorts.
Oh, I am. And she pulls out a map.
Or perhaps a DM that had a sense of directions. Would those mountains be in the north, the west, the south?
Well, I think. How did you get here, honey? Which way did you come down from? And you would know.
I relay that to her. Yeah, I relay that to her.
And you would know. You came from to travel here. You came southeast. So some mountains that were to south, the northwest, but these she would say is northeast is where this flood is coming from.
Northeast is where it's coming from. Perfect. And are there any perhaps folk tales or legends that you tell here about the flood? Usually important things are hidden in children's fairy tales or children's songs.
Well, we've never experienced floods outside of flood season, so I don't. Unless you just heard a story coming in, Sugar, I don't know what you got going on.
Lucien and Miss B share a look.
Yeah. I was like, it was 3 months ago. What about any stories about the mountains from the north?
Oh, the mountains are always full of mystery and intrigue, but people don't get up there much anymore except to travel through and to the red eye of the world.
So this might seem like a silly question also, but so this water's coming and it's coming from a direction. When you guys obviously trying to figure out where it's coming from and what's causing it, followed the water to its point of origin, what prevented you from getting there?
Great question. And I know it seems like why haven't you just gone to travel there? Well, we don't have the bodies to do that. We're not a town of warriors. Okay. We're a town of farmers.
No,
we've only got 4 red guards here, and they're young boys. You see them playing around. They can barely keep up with themselves, and one died last week because of the monsters coming out of the mountains because of the floods. You see what I'm getting at?
The child, Lucien,
hold on.
nods. Yes, they're very young. You can't put them in danger.
I'm sorry, you buried the lead here. Did you say monsters coming out of the mountains because of the floods? That seems like an important piece of information.
Well,
they just like the boogie board.
The creatures that live up there, you know, the wolves, the bigger wolves, and some other creatures that I haven't seen have been seen roaming around closer because I'm assuming the water's pushing them out of their home as well.
Perhaps they're surfboarding.
They ain't got no fancy scissor houses.
They ain't got no scissor houses.
All right. I guess we should go see the mayor then.
Not everyone is as blessed as we are.
I asked my god, adds up, blessed.
But I guess if we want to get any more details, you should go talk to the mayor. He seemed pretty worried. And you hear people now starting to come back up the stairs, and they're coming in and they're talking about how, all right, we got the house up, everything's good to go, got our affairs in order, we're ready for the floods again, how annoying it is. They have to almost reset every time the water comes through.
We can't go to the mayor's house, though, because the mayor's house is going to be filled with all the monsters from the mountains, like wolves and slightly larger wolves.
Werewolves, werebears, werewolves.
How long do the floods last when they come through? Because you said they're monthly, but usually
About a week.
they're 3 to 7 days.
They happen once a month. They last 29 days.
So what I'll tell you is, everybody seems fine at first, and then it attacks all of a sudden, and everybody's on edge, and they're fighting each other. And we say things we don't mean to, kind of hurtful, but then we forgive each other at the end of the week, and things go back to being normal.
That is their way.
This is the way.
That makes perfect sense. This is the way. All right, cool. I exit.
But it is actually a week.
And exit.
That was for real.
Those poor
What
men.
is my tab? What do I owe this lady, Devin? I need to go talk to someone else.
You don't owe her anything. She said it was on the house because you're here. She knows you're here to help.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excellent.
Delicious.
I must have missed that.
What am I
in my
having?
snickering over?
You tell me. What kind of? What do you want?
What'd you make?
She just rustled up some eggs and bacon.
What kind of eggs? Sing all the eggs.
They've got hippo eggs, giraffe eggs. In this world, Shane, you shake your head no. In this world, everything has eggs, even the people.
Well, that's in our world too.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's the same.
What, everything has eggs?
Everything has
Yes.
I mean, like,
Yes.
like humans, like.
You mean,
I mean eggs
Yeah,
in the
humans-
body.
when
with
they
eggs
birth
humans
them,
have-
they
outside the
lay an
body.
egg.
Humans have eggs. And you see what happens is once a month, there's this.
And then
special
pretend we
blood.
didn't just talk about it in story, allude to it for, I don't know, what, 20 minutes now?
In the far off land
I
of
exit the tavern.
far off land of
Goodbye.
Phallopia.
Are you someone who likes coffee, candles, dice, and dice adjacent goods? Oh yeah? Well, we've got something for you. We have some great sponsors that want to make sure you are never in short supply. We Lawful Stupid want to help cut you a deal to get those goods and support some local business. Check out lawfulstupid.org/affiliations to see everyone pumping out great products and how to get great deals and discounts on those items. Just to name a few we work with: Cantrip Candles, Bounds and Miller Coffee, and Critical Dice, among others. Head on over to lawfulstupid.org/affiliations or click the link in the description to get more info. All right. Are you heading off to see the mayor? Off to see
My,
you.
my
Yes.
pants are still rolled up to my knees,
The mayor who's in a red building. Yes,
So,
absolutely.
You travel
full
down.
of wolves.
It almost, so this road is, I mean, it's pretty it's a dirt road, and you can still see a lot of the farmers to the left and right, and it looks like they're now hurriedly picking things. Maybe they were relaxed because they thought they had an extra week, and now they're tending to the fields much more rapidly. And you still see some other of the houses going up, but they're pretty separated from each other. They're not like super tight to one another. And you probably travel for 15 minutes, straight road, houses on either side, and it begins to open up. And there's like this large well, and what you know is probably the center of town, where people are going to come draw their water from. And you see the red building.
Do I have good news for them?
Lay your buckets over the edge and just wait.
About to save you a trip, homie.
And you see the red building that the mayor is supposedly in.
I go knock on the door, if there is a door.
There is a door, and also this is one of the more sturdy buildings. Instead of being like made of straw and mud, it is it's a brick building, mostly brick. Maybe the roof is made of straw and leaves, that kind of thing. But this one is a little bit sturdier.
Which of the three little pigs made that one? The last one?
All of them.
Yeah.
It was the third.
Wait, hold on. These fucking buildings are made out of straws and leaves, but have scissor lifts under them.
I didn't say.
I'm impressed.
The generator kicked on, providing electricity.
Listen, the Amish do it now all the time. They're like, we're not gonna have electricity.
I love it.
They love
But they
the
do.
rustic, folksy feel. That's what they're into.
I love the idea that everybody has to, like, now pump these scissor lips up with, like, the old...
It's just like old Jack.
The little carts on the...
the
the
train
carts
cart?
on, like, the railroad
Yeah.
tracks. Yeah. We have to have two of them. Yep. Like
It takes 4 days until everyone drowns because they didn't know in time.
That's good.
It's sad.
That's...
I
happens to
pray
me
for
too.
each of them individually, casting ceremony as a ritual.
5 episodes later.
Oh, I should have taken ceremony. So I could beat you to
Nope,
that.
you fucked up.
You walk
I did fuck
into this office, and when you do, you realize it is unlike the rest of the village. It seems to be pretty decorative. There are a lot of shiny things here. The materials, the paintings, the tapestries that are hanging up seem to be pretty fancy. It's almost, if this was outside, it would be very out of place for someone who seems to live here. And before you are able to actually even meet the mayor, you run into, and let me find an NPC that has been submitted to us by our lovely patrons.
And while you do that, this is still cool. The more at home here.
Seems kind of
It's
strange
nicer.
to have thousands of gold worth of stuff in a house where the walls are made out of reeds.
We call that government, son.
Huh.
Lots of money used poorly. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I guess.
How do you think I afford such fine clothes? They overpay me for my services.
Oh, well, not anymore, though.
Yeah,
Burn?
that's a good point.
Yeah, what are we getting paid with anyway? If
Honor, integrity, personal courage.
Leadership, duty, respect.
Wait a minute, this feels like I've joined some
Selfless
type of army.
Be all you can be in the K&G. You have run into a very petite woman. She's wearing the same kind of garb, the purple with the golden trim. And she says, "Hello, welcome to the mayor's house. How may I help you?"
The mayor told us to meet him here, to help.
"Oh yes, you're the company we're expecting." And she says, "Right this way." And as she turns kind of to the it's a circular house, circular building rather, much like the other ones. And there's some stairs that lead up to the second floor, which is another balcony that has railings, and you can see a couple doors even from the first floor that you're able to go into. And she takes you up to past the first one. There are no windows; they're just wooden doors to the second one. And she knocks 3 times.
3
Yeah.
times.
On the door if you need. "Hello, sir, your guests are here. Send them in." And so she opens the door for you, and she says, "Oh, and can I get you any refreshments?"
I would
we
absolutely.
just ate.
I would absolutely love a glass of coffee.
Okay.
Just a glass of coffee.
A glass
Yes.
of coffee.
I'll get you a cup because we're not monsters here.
Thank you. Do you have any blackberry brandy?
We're also not alcoholics, but yes, I'll get you whatever you want.
So, slight aside, that's a yes on the
Yes,
brandy?
yes, absolutely.
Oh, it's perfect.
And she leads you in, and again inside of the
I
mayor's.
lean in and I whisper to her as she's leaving. I go, "Hey, just don't overserve him. He's got problems.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
He comes from a broken home."
As you go in, there's a large desk in front of a window, and in any like scene you've seen where like the man of power, this large figure is standing facing out this window, looking at the fields. You can see some workers out there still quickly gathering, hands behind his back, and he says, "These are troubling times." And almost like the pause, and then he power turns, and he looks at all of you, and you see the imposing figure now. He has a stern face, strong jaw, He's wearing like a purple beret now that he didn't have on before that matches the purple robes. And he then takes a seat at his large desk. And in front of his desk are 4 or 5 chairs sitting on a nice purple rug. Have a seat, please.
My granddad would have said that if they were picking this fast a week ago, they wouldn't have to be in such a hurry now.
Your grandfather was a wise man.
Thanks.
Sure, I have a seat.
Yep.
What are your names to begin?
You can call me Raven.
I'm Gale. Or Knight.
He's not really sure.
Which one would you prefer? It is your name. You tell me which one you would prefer.
You can call me... My name's Lucien. It's good to meet you.
Lucien.
Miss B is just sitting there shaking her head like, oh, code names. And now, nope, that's his real name. And then just kind of go, Miss B is fine.
Using a code name's just like lying. Lying's a sin.
We don't have much time. Here is what is happening. Each month I heard Lucille telling you, we have these floods. And the reason is the money that we make to be able to live and succeed here in this tiny village is because of the Volcini. Only 4 to 5 grow every season that they grow. We ensure they are safe, protect them from animals, anything that would, because it is very delicious. We have only the most trusted farmers who make sure that they are tended to. Ariston sends red guards to protect them on a daily basis during season. And when they are harvested, we have a special guard deliver them from Ariston back to Ariston, and money is paid to us once they leave these fields. But the floods are destroying. We have already lost 2 this season. That is half the profit that this little village will make. We have to stop these floods.
Good point. My friend had a great question for the innkeeper. What happened the last time you went to investigate these issues?
That is why you are here. We have...
So you haven't investigated?
We have not investigated.
Mm-hmm.
I take that back. We attempted to send some of the Red Guard.
There used to be 20 of them.
When they were off duty. But we have lost 5 of them. 4 to the floods, 1 to a monster that has come down from the mountains.
Yes, the slightly larger wolves.
I don't know what it is.
We're definitely going to need a boat.
Why would you need a boat?
To go
Last
where
I heard it's going to flood.
To go where the water's going.
The water travels down, not back up.
Yeah, well, we're just going to row real hard.
You're going to... I understand. Listen, I am not going to be picky. I will give you what you say you need.
Like a salmon.
Here is what I have 2 problems. The reason why I cannot do this myself. It is election season. And in a few days' time, I am running a post like never before. Typically, I run on a post, and I have been running this city for a long time. I do not have time to focus on... I know this sounds on my people, but I have to make sure that I am ready for the election. So my opponent is I bet it is him doing this because he wants to show that I cannot take care of the floods, and I'm sure he is behind this.
Jimmy Tewson wants you to know Mayor Charles is not a cool guy.
But I would bet he is the one behind this. It is too coincidental that all of a sudden these things are happening. And he is trying to make changes here that many people do not want.
All right.
Well, the best I can think of is just to go start our journey up the mountain to go find whatever it is.
And you might want to take a change of clothes. It is a very stinky flood.
But we shouldn't take a boat, but we should take a change of clothes in case we get wet. But you're not worried about us needing a boat?
Are you going to carry the boat all the way up? Once it floods, it is...
Yes.
The water is not so much that you see the houses around. When they go up, the water does not wash away the houses. It stays below. And so what you can tell is the houses, as they're raised up, are only like 5 feet off the ground. So when he says flood, it's not something that like would come through and destroy, but it does enough damage to the crops.
So we could stand in this flood.
Yes. But the force of it, when it comes down, is what's wrecking.
Is scary, right.
How...
But it's not like 10 feet deep.
How on earth would we stop the bottoms of our trousers from getting wet?
You will roll them up, of course. Like this. He rolls his up.
Miss B is going to have to do a nice tie of the skirt to make it work.
Excellent. All right. Well, I suppose you don't have like a map.
I do not have a map. Here's what I will say. The easiest way to track this is, and what we have done in the past,
is you look for the mountain.
Is after the flood. So maybe wait till after tomorrow. Everyone is prepared. We are maybe help protect the Volcini that is left with the Red God. That could be priority. Then follow the grass that is pushed down, the fields that are pushed down the wrong way. Track them back.
Why don't you just like dig a real big moat around where you grow the Volcanis?
We have been trying. Something is happening. And every time we put up a defense, it is certainly gone right before the floods.
Dubious.
Indeed. Can you help?
We can sure try.
Trying is good. Good first step. So, what are you guys into?
Really love that Lady of Light. You know Nova?
Ah, yes, Nova. She is the mother of all.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
Cool.
pretty much
Cool.
puts us pretty much gets us up to speed. We know everything there is to know about each other.
I like your style.
Like your moves.
So, we should protect the Volcini first, and then after the waters go away, the week, just follow the grass up.
I'll just stand in front of the Volcini with my shield out, and we should be fine.
For the entire week. I would say that the thing to do is first protect the Volcini. Second, get rid of the monsters that are outside of the village, because I imagine even after the floods go away, these monsters will be hanging around, and they are not good for the farmers. I would still go and talk to the other candidate. I think he's up to something. He's young and he is hip, as they say.
Heard he's secretly a Nazi.
What is this Nazi?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Okay.
He's saying he does not see something.
He does not see the problem. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. Just because I've heard a couple things. You've got multiple objectives. You want us to protect your Volcini.
Yes.
Investigate your opposition and find the source of the flood.
Yes, and I think that you may
defeat
find
the monsters.
Yeah,
and defeat the larger wolves.
And I believe that the candidate is at the source of all of those problems.
It's like, okay, well, tell me a little bit more about this candidate.
Donald Trump.
Well, his name is Lawful the Terrible.
He is born from the jaw of a demon. He feasts on newborns.
What did he do before the election? He only deals in sin. Like, what? He's riding two larger wolves at all times.
Why do you think he's a part of this? Did he show up 3 months ago? Don't.
It is like you have lived here. So, the town has been struggling for the past few years. The number of Volcanis that typically grow has declined, and Ariston has been talking about running a train track through here. But they cannot do it because this is sacred land. But if we cannot afford it, they will kick us out of here in the name of who knows what.
They'll literally bulldoze orphanages. So...
I have heard of that happening in other places.
Yeah.
It's called the eminent domain, but anyways, go on.
This candidate Boris, he is from the new age. It's actually a group of people who want to insert technology into this town. We don't use much here.
Sure.
Just the generators and the scissor lifts?
If he were to win, he would most certainly do things so that Ariston could take over. I believe that he is a plant.
I believe that he's a man.
No, he is definitely a plant.
He's a large tree.
That's all.
We just need to make him leave.
Yes, if you can get him out of here.
What if we can get him to turn over a new leaf?
Does this Boris have a dark hat and a dark coat and a very tiny mustache by any chance?
No,
Is he
And
ever
a
chased
wife.
by like a? I was gonna say, is he ever chased by a moose
And a squirrel.
and a squirrel?
on the opposite, he is actually very dashing. But you did not hear me say that.
He's actually Dudley Do Right. He's actually Peter Perfect. I'm accurate.
Well, I was doing Rocky and Bullwinkle.
But
Yeah.
but the villain from Rocky and Bullwinkle, we all know his name is Dick Dastardly. Nope, Boris and Natasha, huh?
It's Boris.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Boris and Natasha.
That's okay.
You were also describing
all
Dick
right,
Dastardly.
I thought so too.
Except for Dick
I got
Dastardly
it.
has a dog sidekick, and that would have been a key thing.
Muttley.
Anyways,
Hey, don't come at me just because secretly...
Guys, can we not do this in front of the fans? I don't care about the
Absolutely.
viewers, but the fans. There's only like 4 of them, just not in front of them. You can do it in front of the listeners, just not in front of them.
All right, patrons, headphones off. Just because...
you don't have that power anymore. Yeah. Okay. Let's go investigate Boris. Where's Boris? You buried the lead. Where does he reside?
So from the viewpoint, so the mayor stands up, Mayor Shanka, and he walks back to his window, and he scoots all the way to the far as left as he can, and then he puts his head to the glass. You hear like tink, and he's like, "If you come stand here, you can see his store just."
I walk over and I stand next to him and I put my cheek to his cheek.
So he's very tall. I don't know how tall your character is, but you do not stand cheek to cheek with this man unless it's butts, because you might have the same head to hip
I
ratio,
put my cheek to his chest.
Wait,
feel
which
the heartbeat.
You mean top or bottom cheek? You putting your butt cheek to his chest?
breast or bosom?
Yeah,
no,
breast or bosom.
I'm not that tall. It's breast.
Okay. And so you too can see there's this bluish building, also brick. It almost mimics this same building. that Mayor
So
Shanka
red
said.
versus blue. Okay.
Yes, 2-story. That is where the enemy lies.
This is where the dog
Okay.
slumbers.
Just Devin, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a reason to believe that this guy's telling the truth?
Roll me an insight check.
Thanks. Dog, that's a 13.
It's 47.
You sense that by every fiber of his being, he despises this other man, and that he is telling the truth.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I exit the room because I'm gonna go. Well, sorry. Hold on. Lucien, Mrs. B. Perhaps we should go investigate this Boris character.
Yes, and it is just Miss B, not Mrs.
Z-Snap also.
All right,
Did you do that?
Miss B.
Miss B does a Z-Snap.
Ms. B. Okay, great.
You can just call me Lucien.
Excellent. I was confused on that. Perfect.
No honorific required.
I exit, and his assistant. Can you describe his assistant to me real quick?
Yeah, so she has like a poofy afro-esque hair, darker skin. She's wearing like a golden necklace, I guess purple garb with the golden outlines. And it's just pretty petite. She's probably 5'2".
Perfect.
You also just perfectly described Dick Dastardly.
I did.
Ma'am, I didn't get your name.
My name is Siri.
Okay. Never mind. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I exit.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming. We hope you can help.
You are 24 minutes from home.
Yes, that's
All right. Unless you guys have something else you want to do, I want to go talk to Boris.
Yep, gonna go follow you to Boris.
Yes.
Perfect.
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle.
I go to Boris's house. I assume it's raised.
Yeah, as you step outside. Well, his is the brick one, so he has a little bit of protection there. He's got some brick veneer in his building too. And as you walk outside, you notice that now some of the other, very few, but some of the other buildings in town have brick worked into their structure as well. But a majority of them are still like the straw type.
It's like a brick that sits on a pile of straw and then more straw piled on top of it.
I didn't say they were great at it, but they're getting there.
We've done it.
It's a booming economic situation. And so you walk across past the large well that's there, and you walk into or up to the door of candidate Boris.
Perfect. I knock on his door.
You hear someone walking on like a wooden floor, footsteps coming toward the door, and the door creaks open. Hello, what can I do for you?
So I say to him, is this the residence of Boris?
And what you see before you is a man, a black
looks
man,
like Dick Dastardly,
bald man wearing a nice suit, and he says, "Yes, one moment, I will get Mr. Boris for you."
Perfect. And does he go get Mr. Boris?
He sort of leaves the door just cracked, and he turns and he walks away. Yeah.
Great. I turn around to my cohorts. Just go with me. This is gonna get weird. And I turn around. And
so
I'm waiting.
He comes back and he opens the door full open.
I pucker.
Okay.
Wait, which top or bottom?
Well,
both.
And he opens the door and he says,
pucker.
"Please, right this way." As he steps to the side and kind of opens his body up to direct you toward a door.
Perfect.
Directly in the back of this circular building.
It is important to know that William now squares up his shoulder, puffs out his chest, and walks in like he's walking into like a regal environment.
And Lucien still has his pant legs rolled.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Okay. You must mean me on account of my pant legs.
No, you're royalty. I just want to see how scared he is of this guy.
23.
Okay, so he kind of, as you walk by, drops his head. As you.
Perfect.
And so he says, right to the door, sir. He's expecting you.
And so on my way from this guy to Boris, I'm going to use prestidigitation to make a item in my hand that I will reveal later. A small trinket in my hand that I will reveal later.
Okay.
It's a joy buzzer. Fuck him up.
I'm gonna give him the. All right, you press this button, it'll kill your opponents. But you'll get 1,000 gold.
Press. You knock on the door.
Wait, 2 good things happen? Press.
I got you. Now you're under arrest.
Can I press it more than once? So start taking out his family or whatever. I don't care. Fuck that guy.
You knock on the
me
door,
about Boris.
and he says, "Please do come in."
I come in.
And you explode because there's a trap, and you should have checked traps. This is the bad guy. No.
I did.
You open the door, and
I step over William's viscera.
Another William is immortal.
Second
roll a
trap.
dexterity check. See if you slip in it.
Second trap.
You notice this office is not nearly as nice. Wooden floors, desk is much smaller. He's got some different chairs in front of his desk, only 2, and they are they're tattered. He's got some blankets thrown over them. There's like a map on one of his walls of kind of the city, and you see like number markings in the house, but then also on this map you see like where he's drawn with a marker or something. Like parallel lines that stay connected the whole time, but run in different parts of this little town they have going on. He says, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Oh, excellent. Boris, correct?
Yes, candidate Boris, yes. And your name,
wonderful.
sir?
Oh, yes. My name is Sean, and I'm with the API, and we're here investigating, well, partly these floods, but also this election you've got going on. We're worried that it's corrupt.
Roll a deception check for me.
Thank you.
My character genuinely believes these elections are corrupt.
Miss B is just gonna be standing there,
21.
holding her hands.
You rolled a 1?
A 21.
Oh, and he says, and sorry, Sean, API, and checking on what again?
ABI. And checking
ABI.
on the... Yes. Checking on the corrupt election that appears to be underway. We have reason to believe that you're being sabotaged.
I'm being sabotaged?
Yeah, well, do you expect to win?
I do. I do expect to win. I'm
That makes
making
one of us.
changes in this town that haven't been seen, well, ever. I'm bringing new things to the people that we've wanted.
Change is always resisted against.
Well, it's easy for a man who's never had any competition to be the best when you don't have anyone to go against.
Exactly. The same type of man might fix a race, you see? Like I said, we have reason to believe that there's corruption.
Well,
And we were hoping you would aid us in our investigation.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know that he's going to do any good. I don't know what he would do because the polls show that I'm pretty close, if not ahead of him, in winning.
Yes, so he's probably paid off those people. I walk over to the map and look at the map as I'm talking to him. These markings, it looks like you're planning something?
Yes, mass murder. In fact, no. He says, "This is where the sewage will run through the town. Can you believe that people have lived in this town for hundreds of years, and even when indoor plumbing became a thing, they didn't bend toward it, and they fought it for so long. But our new group of people here have finally accepted not having to go outside into the elements to use the bathroom."
Well, their houses were made out of straw, so yes, I can believe that.
Yes, but we are making advances to where we are retrofitting a lot of their houses with the ability to have these devices in their houses. I lead the
Have you
group.
been in the boss's not boss's,
Shonka.
the mayor's office?
Several times, yes.
And you've seen all the wealth he has?
He's flashy, but he's old money.
Right. What you're doing is threatening that.
Well, of course.
Right. You can see why he would want to fix an election.
Yes, but when you're borderline winning because people want change, it doesn't matter what he does. Short of killing me.
He thinks we're here to investigate these floods. What do you know about those?
The floods are a bad thing for everyone. So despite whatever may be going on with the election, if we don't get the floods under control, there won't be a town to be a mayor of.
And have you looked into these?
I have not. We don't have the resources right now to do that. And even if we did, I don't command those resources. That's the mayor's doing.
Sure, but you're planning plumbing for a town that's just going to be drowned.
Well, the intent is not the town to be continually drowned in hopes that we would figure this out. And surely you're the team that the mayor has hired to come in and help. I'm guessing. I haven't seen you before.
That's a big negative, sir. We are with ABI. As my associate has said before.
Well, I didn't ask what you did, so I wasn't sure if you only investigated this, or maybe we're looking into the floods.
Surely you know what ABI is.
Could you tell me what it stands for, please?
Affectual Bureau of Oligarchies, and we're here. Did I say oligarchies? I'm an institution.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. I've rolled a 1.
So.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I rolled a 7.
Oh, that's much better. He looks at you all, and then he looks at Miss Bean. He says, "Who? Go ahead and tell me who you're with. Tell me the company. What's going on here?"
We're with ABI, and she points to her and Lucien, and be like, "We're new recruits. He's the one in charge. We're just studying."
And what does ABI stand for?
Ariston Bureau of Investigation, and I flip open this little wallet that I've created that has credentials. I have manufactured a badge.
Do you really have that?
With presentation.
Is that part of your...
Yes, I can make it.
Okay.
Presentation lets me make a small, non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit in my hand.
All right, he takes it and he looks it over and he says, I didn't even know such a thing existed. That is my hometown.
Yeah, we're secret.
Not anymore.
That's how we know everything.
Yeah, if everybody knew about us, we wouldn't be very effective now, would we, sir? I rolled a 1.
You are correct, my dearest boy.
Miss B pats Lucian's back, like, just calm down.
Well, I don't like his gym.
Here is an animal cracker and a carton of juice.
Yes, we have work-study programs for the youth, and you can see that's working out great.
I'm going to eat this cracker and juice. But then I'm going to light up a stogie and stare at it.
the body and the blood. Excellent. So, how long have you been in town, boss?
Let's see. I got here probably about 6 months ago. Kind of when the election cycle was kicking up, and I saw that it was time for someone else to step in.
And 3 months later, these floods become a monthly occurrence.
Yes.
Did you notice anything strange around here when those increased?
Yes, monsters coming down from the mountains. Let's see, the volcanoes. Like I said, that's the biggest issue. If that's destroyed, we're all destroyed. And I feel like...
When did your plumbing project start?
Probably about 4 months ago. 5. I think I want to say I wanted to make changes pretty swiftly after I got in here. So I started trying to implement these things with a group I call the New Age. We pride ourselves on being able to take new technologies and put them into the lives of people here. And some people were resistant at first. Yes, very resistant.
Of course.
But now they're coming right along.
Where did you break ground on your first operation?
Here in this building here. And he, off to the right, there's like another door, like in his own office. And he takes you in there, and there is a pretty like rough, just like looking toilet, but it is, you know it to be a toilet because you've had plumbing wherever you've been.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, sir, you said that you moved here 6 months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you aware that what's the name of this city, Chunga or some shit? Junga? Did you know that the Junga bylaws specifically prohibit anyone from taking part in a mayoral race that has not maintained residency for at least 1 year? Are you aware of that, sir?
Are you aware that Ariston is the capital of this great continent, and their laws supersede any laws that would be binding on elections, especially as it pertains to mayoral?
Congratulations! You can run for mayor of fucking Ariston then, I guess.
Good luck. You must be an actual resident of Ariston. Born in Ariston. I was not born in Ariston for at least a decade. So incorrect.
All right. You got me. I only work for the ABI.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're probably very respected. I'll have to send some inquisition over about that.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and on behalf of the governor of Ariston, go ahead and declare this election illegal, and we'll hold a special election in 90 days.
So he looks to William as if it's like, I'm not listening to this guy.
Perfect. All right. Well, is there anything useful you can tell us as we go on to our investigation? The mayor seems curious of you, and you curious of him, and there's these damned floods that are going to ruin our days.
The mayor and I both share something very important, and that is the care and longevity of this city. We both want that, but I think what we want beyond that is where we part ways. I want to bring some of the city life into this small town. I think we could do with some, perhaps having some touristy type things here, maybe expanding on the land, expanding on what we use to farm. And I think by doing that, we could really make this place a spot on the map between Ariston and the Red Eye.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for now, but I'm sure we'll have more questions later.
Absolutely. Feel free to come by any time. No appointments needed. If I'm here, I will speak to you. And give the mayor my best wishes. I'm sure he's going to be filling your head full of nonsense.
All right, perfect. Real quick last thing. Do I believe him? Like, does he seem like he's telling me the truth?
Roll an insight check.
Semi-interrogating him? Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's 7. Okay, so 12.
Yes, you believe everything that he's told you. You believe him.
All right. I approach my compatriots.
You guys go ahead. I got
in
some
hushed tones.
I got some questions. I'm sorry, you had hushed tones.
I was just going to say to you guys, I'm not sure what else we're going to get from him. Thoughts?
I gotta ask him some questions on my own.
Weird.
I would like to roll insight from what I was listening in on.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. 17.
Yeah, you believe him to be an upstanding guy. Everything he said, he seems to have takes it to heart. He believes in Junga.
All right. Well, have the conversation, whatever conversation you need. I'll be outside.
Okay, and so you two exit. Miss B, do you stay or do you go out with William?
I will go out with William.
Okay. It's not a big long thing. I just go, okay, so here's the thing. I don't usually lie, and I'm really sorry. I was telling you lies before. I don't know what the ABI is. My name's Lucien. I'm here to help.
Lucien, it is nice to meet you. And as a politician, I can tell you that lying doesn't come easy. It takes practice. But you'll get there.
Nothing to brag about. Okay, bye.
And that's where we'll end the episode. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. I didn't get my brandy at that first stop.
As you guys leave, he looks out his window and he talks to his butlerman and he says, "Execute Order 66."
No!
I fear nothing.
I knew this would happen.
Hey, if you want to support the show and you want to support these individual people on the show, you can go to store.lawfulstupid.org and you can order some of these sweet chibi stickers that we've got going on. And whoever orders the most, as in like if Lucien has the most orders, Miss B has the most orders, or your boy William has the most orders, they will receive an inspiration. They will receive a legendary artifact of some kind. They will receive an additional level up. The DM's like making a face, but I ain't worried about it.
Whoever gets the least
whoever
amount
wins the most gets
whoever
rewards.
Gets the least amount loses a level. I take away one of their items and kick them off the podcast.
Oh no! I've got people giving me shit about. Please look up how to pronounce
chibi.
Chibi.
Chibi is
Chibi. Chai bai. It's chai bai. Okay, we have some great chai bai.
Chibi.
No, we have some great chai bai
chai bai
things in the store. Yeah, so it's really good chai bai art. So, it's great.
Oh yeah, you should definitely buy Miss B stickers because my birthday's coming out the day after this episode airs.
Happy birthday to you.
You should definitely buy Lucien stickers because his birthday is today.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, here's the thing, is that we roll for humanity here. That's the thing we do. It's Black History Month. We're gonna roll for Thurgood Marshall College Fund. And here we go. It is an 8. It's an 8.
That's the first bad roll we've had. I mean, really, they've had a pretty spectacular run on their rolls.
Just ask the people that leave reviews on The Wire. So
you can't help it. You can't help it.
Otherwise, if you want to support the show, feel free to go to patreon.lawfulstupid.org and you'll get access to a whole bunch of fun things.
And I love that you just stop right there. You don't even. They gotta figure it out.
Short, sweet, Devin.
Hey everybody, please go and tweet about the show using the hashtag StupidCast. If you do that, we will see it. Somebody will see it. And Shane will sing your praises by using your handle from Twitter. Is that what it's called on Twitter? Is the handle?
I call it that handle.
Handle. I think handles work. So he will rhyme your handle in a song at the end of an episode. But you won't know because you have to listen to the entire episode because that's how we build them in iTunes. You can't skip ahead or you won't know.
We have special iTunes powers.
And my thing that I'm going to be leaving you with is a feel-good story every time we leave here.
Okay.
Feel-good story is a 93-year-old veteran whittling walking sticks has raised $16,000 for a food pantry.
Pretty cool.
And it's my curse to give you the bad side of that story. That guy has just the worst fucking arthritis.
It was it was for a food pantry.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my twist ending that I give to all the feel good stories is that all the canes that were purchased in order to raise the money for the food pantry were exclusively used to smack food out of the hands of children.
But he raised the money. Okay, everyone, we love you. Bye.
Bye.
I can't believe Avon just murdered Ginge on camera, and we're not going to say anything.
Nope.
Listen, when episodes stop pumping out, that's when I'm going to be like, something happened. I'll know for sure. Or when the quality just is downhill.
I saw her chuck something at him and then look disappointed. Like it didn't do enough damage.
When all it is the audio that Dwayne automatically mashes together is put out with like, the season 1 theme song. We'll know.
Your editor knows everything.